Hi there, welcome back to GoalNiza channel. Mbappe's name has recently been mentioned frequently in press all over the world. These are regrettably not compliments or awards for the French striker's performance. At PSG, where he was treated like a real king, his haughty and self-centered demeanor was frequently exposed by the media. Is Mbappe damaging his own reputation among the supporters? Let's find out the answer in today's video.
Shocking attitude. In the 2022 summer, PSG took the world by storm as successfully signing a 5-year contract with the rising star Kylian Mbappé. Apart from the salary and the bonus, the 1998 year-born player was also given many privileges by PSG, which makes him think he is the center of the universe. I guess that you know when this guy started changing his behaviors. Yes, that's time he renewed his contract with PSG. He considers himself a king in Paris, owing to his position of power and talent. On the field, the 23-year-old striker frequently expressed his displeasure if his teammates did not pass the ball to him. You can see him causing outrages during PSG's 5-2 victory over Montpellier in the second round of Ligue 1, when he turned to walk away after seeing the ball being passed to Lionel Messi instead of him. That kind of behavior does not appear once, but many times after that. Not only that, the World Cup champion was also chastised for his selfish style of play. He simply wants to run and finish every time he has the ball, regardless of how many teammates are available. That is why, despite being constantly passed the ball, Mbappe has yet to record an assist this season, particularly for his two attacking teammates, Messi and Neymar. Mbappe's actions are causing the PSG dressing room to suffocate. There is a sense that the PSG players on the field must now look at Mbappe's face to kick, or it will be a big deal. Mbappe most recently sparked a riot in the French team when he refused to pose for a promotional photo due to a disagreement over image copyright. Mbappe's action to reclaim the rights of the players is not a bad one. However, this demonstrates Mbappe's big ego once more. This striker appears to be delusory about his power and influence. When it comes to talent, Mbappe is a player who must be proven to be talented. Mbappe, however, may be difficult to match if paired with today's rising stars, most notably Man City's Erling Haaland. The excessive tolerance of the leaders of the Paris club is considered the cause of Mbappe becoming increasingly arrogant and snobbish. The striker regards himself as the team's central figure and enjoys all of the team's benefits. Former Monaco and PSG star Jerome Roffen is harsh in his assessment of Mbappe. Mbappe has such an arrogant attitude. It's because they are too indulgent, leaving the door open for him to do so. He could ruin what PSG are trying to build. French football also has the potential to fall behind because of him. Another performance below expectation. Mbappe became the focus of attention when PSG rematched Benfica in the 4th series of the Champions League group stage. Following the rumors, fans are eagerly awaiting the striker's reaction. When Juventus lost 0-2 to Maccabi Haifa in the first round, a win over Benfica at home will help PSG advance to the round of 16. And it may help to alleviate some of the fallout of Mbappe's rebellion. However, victory did not come. In the absence of Lionel Messi due to injury, the striker born in 1998 has an opportunity to make his mark. He scored from 11 meters out against Benfica. At the end of the second half, he also scored an invalid goal against the Portuguese representative. However, PSG's spearhead did not have an impressive match. Mbappe is lost in the Paris Capital Club's attack. The 1-1 draw against Benfica had little impact on PSG's ability to continue, but it reflected many of the current Ligue 1 champions' problems. Mbappe's form has deteriorated in recent weeks. Except for the 11-meter goal against Benfica, the former Monaco star has only scored 2 goals in PSG's last 5 matches. In the context of Messi and Neymar's recent explosive performances, Mbappe demonstrates the polar opposite. The former France international Emmanuel Petit commented, "In recent weeks, I see that he is no longer himself. He loses his connection with his teammates and gets into too many scandals off the pitch. Everything that's happened recently is from his attitude." If Mbappe truly wants to leave PSG in the January transfer window, he must improve on the field. Many fans and experts believe the 23-year-old star is turning into a rotten apple. Too much ego, too much power for a 24-year-old, Jamie Carragher said following PSG's 1-1 draw with Benfica. Not easy to leave PSG. Thierry Henry, who has previously defended and praised Mbappe, was unable to support his juniors following the aforementioned scandals. "I'll tell you my own story. I did not like playing away from goal when I was with Barcelona. I despised that position. but I did it for the sake of the team. Former Arsenal player confirmed. There is a rule that if the manager asks you to do something, you must do it because it is beneficial to the entire team. I will argue if it is harmful. Henry's message to Mbappe is unequivocal. If PSG is performing well with Mbappe in the center, the French striker should continue to do so. The reality at PSG was exactly as Henry predicted. With Mbappe at the center, Neymar and Messi, two strikers playing in the back, are on fire. But that is not what Mbappe desires. The French international wants to leave PSG because he feels betrayed and hurt after promises made last summer were not kept. Mbappe requested that PSG buy a top striker when negotiating a contract with a club in May. Mbappe's request to sell Neymar was also rejected by the reigning Ligue 1 champions. This is one of the factors that contributed to the debate over who won the penalty between the two players at the start of the season. In the recent match against Benfica, however, it was Neymar who gave Mbappe a penalty. Since the start of the season, the Brazilian striker has also provided numerous assists for Mbappe. Mbappe, not Neymar, is currently causing havoc in the PSG dressing room. The French striker's request to leave PSG just a few months after signing a lucrative contract did not impress other clubs. According to Spanish media, Real Madrid is not overjoyed at the prospect of acquiring Mbappe. The scandals that Mbappe has caused in the past are enough to make any major European club nervous. Mbappe's reputation and worth will suffer if he continues to act like this at PSG. Which team is willing to bring in a high-paying, high-demanding player who wants to be above all and always complains about anything? Yeah, sure. The answer is no.
And that's all for the video today. Thanks for your watching. And be sure to support us with a like. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Goodbye and see you in the next video.